Hi and welcome to another video for Tarot October. Today is the month ahead reading, this time for November, all for your zodiac sign. So don't forget to watch for your sun, moon and rising sign. So for these monthly ahead videos, I'm gonna do a short, sweet and simple spread. So first we're gonna look at the overall energy of the month. Then I'm gonna look at the blessings to expect, challenges to expect, as well as a main focus for the month. And then I want to end it off with a card from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck, because that is just a deck that I really like for self-worth, self-care, and just some self-love in general. So check the timestamps in the description box below for your sun, moon and rising sign, as well as click the link if you don't know what your sun, moon and rising signs are, because that link will take you to a page to calculate your birth chart. So yeah, also grab a glass of water because these videos tend to take me a long time to film. I also already have like a little bit of a throat thing if you can't hear yet. So it's gonna be fun. Let's get started. Hi Aries, welcome to your month ahead reading. I am using the Magical Dogs Tarot deck. Beautiful, lovely tarot deck that I think is quite underrated. So let's look at the overall energy of the month. I would like one card for overall energy of the month. I have the Sea Alpha Male. I got it reversed, but I'm going to read it both ways. This is the King of Cups. The King of Cups is somebody who's very much emotionally balanced, but also very kind, very loving. So I don't know if there's somebody in your life who has that very loving, like very much King of Cups energy. So it's somebody who it doesn't necessarily have to be a male. It can be just masculine energy that's very loving, very compassionate, very caring. It could also be that this energy is you, if that for in the next month you're gonna be that person for other people. So overall the King of Cups is again very emotionally balanced, very calm, as well as very inspiring. They can be creative, so anything to do with very much being in charge of your emotions, your feelings. That's gonna be your energy of the month. So if in the recent weeks with all of the retrogrades that we've been having, they recently got direct. I don't know exactly when this video is going to go up, but I know a lot of planets that were retrograde are now going direct. So that might help you a lot with getting a lot more control over your emotions than you previously were able to. So I think that's a great start of the reading for you. So let's look at one card to tell me what your blessings for the next month are. What blessings can you expect in the next month, Aries? Ooh, this card flipped over, did like a 360. Oh, I have the 8 of Earth. So this is working hard, repetitive work, but knowing that your hard work is going to pay off. So if there is a goal that you've been working towards, I mean, you're an Aries, you probably always have things that you're working towards. But if you keep the hard work up, if you keep working on it and not ditching it because, I don't know, you're losing interest, you're kind of, again, losing interest and putting it aside, as long as you keep working at it, you will definitely see the results. It can also, the 8 of Earth or the 8 of Pentacles, that is, can also indicate very repetitive tasks, but also if there is something that you were trying to get better at, a talent that you were trying to develop, trying to get better at, then that will definitely be a blessing. That will definitely, you will see the results of your hard work in the month of November, and that's gonna be a blessing. So now I would like to see one card for what challenges to expect. I have the 8 of Fire, so I want to look at this in the reverse. So usually when the 8 of Fire, which is the 8 of Wands, is a card of movements, developments, good news. So when we get it in reverse, I tend to see it more as delays. There are going to be obstacles in your way. I would like to see a clarifying card on what these obstacles are, because having obstacles as a challenge for the month of November, that's that's a little vague, but overall the Eight of Wands in reverse can indicate some delay. So there might be some things, and that might have to do with your blessing. So there might be some very hard work required to overcome these delays, or to work against these delays, or to work with the delays that are gonna pay off eventually. But don't let those delays kind of put you back or put you off of the project or the thing that you've been working on. The Eight of Wands in reverse can also indicate resisting changes. So let's see, I want to know, what are these delays, or what are these obstacles? What are these obstacles for Aries? What are these obstacles exactly? I have the Sea Alpha female. This is the Queen of Cups. So I want to look at this more in reverse, because it's going to be an obstacle. It could be that with the Queen of Cups you have somebody who's very emotionally generous, so somebody who gives a lot. And I think that that is going to be your obstacle. Don't give too much. If you're trying to start a small business, I'm just saying this is the kind of energy that I'm feeling. If you are starting a small business, don't give away a lot for free. Know what your worth is, and stand by that. Know that you are talented. You've been working hard at your talents. Know your value, know your talents, and don't give too much. That is what I'm feeling. So now I want to look at, what was the last card again that we were going to do? The main focus for the month. What is going to be your main focus for the month? Aries, your main focus for the month is going to be the Sea Guardian. This is the Knight, the Knight of Cups. Caring for yourself, caring for other people, but again, knowing when you are giving too much. I think that is going to be a great focus for you. Knowing when to care for yourself, know when to care for others, and try to find a balance in that. The Knight of Cups or the Sea Guardian can also be seen as like a Prince Charming guy. So if there is somebody in your life, like, don't let your passion project, your thing get in the way of a relationship that you are trying to start or that you already have, but also don't let your relationship get in the way of the project. Kind of try to find a balance here. So now I want to get a card from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. What kind of energy, what kind of message do you need to hear when it comes to self-love? Self-love in the broadest sense here when it comes to this deck. So I have Feather. Think first before you judge. So I think that is a very beautiful message. I love the artwork of this deck. But we have again, think first before you judge. And this could be that again you are trying to give too much and you're trying to judge somebody, and it's like you're judging them in a very positive way. So you think very positive things of them, when maybe you need to think a little bit first before you give them so much. But also just overall, if there's somebody new that you are meeting, or you get certain vibes from somebody, or you just don't really like somebody, maybe think about things first. Don't try, you're an Aries, don't try to act on your impulses too much, but try to think first before you judge, before you act. So that is Aries, the reading for you for the month of November. Don't forget to check your sun, moon and rising sign. Subscribe to this channel if you want to see more pick a card readings. Book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me if you're interested in that. Link will be in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hi Taurus, welcome to your zodiac reading for the month of November. For you, I am using my Magical Dogs tarot deck. Such an underrated deck, such a beautiful deck that gives very powerful messages. So let's look at, I want to get one card for your overall energy of the month. I have, ooh, that's a great card to have. Overall energy of the month. Ace of Fire. This is the Ace of Wands, and it is a card of inspiration striking. I think you're going to be on a roll. You're going to be very inspired. And I talked about this in the Aries reading too, but a lot of planets that were retrograde either for a long time or for a little bit, they either are going direct or have gone direct by the time that this video goes up. So any chaotic energy that you might have had will turn into a little bit more organized energy, and I think you're gonna use that feeling of being a little bit more organized, that very down-to-earth Taurus energy in your favor to start new things, to get inspiration, and to do the things that you've been wanting to do, to kind of light that fire under your Taurus, but that can sometimes be a little lazy. I definitely do not judge. I don't even have a lot of Taurus in my chart, and I can be hella lazy. So that is going to be your overall energy of the month. I think that's great for you. Let's look at some blessings. What are some blessings that you can expect in the upcoming month, Taurus? I have the... Oh, I think this is interesting. So I actually got 2 cards, but I have the 8 of Earth, and I got this as your blessing for the Aries reading too. And it's about hard work paying off. So if you keep that fire lit under your butt and you keep working at it, you keep working hard, and you keep because okay, so one of the keywords that I associate with the 8 of Earth is like talents, being talented, crafting, or how do you say it, really working at your craft and getting better, developing your skill. And something that I always associate with Taurus is that they are very talented at their talents, and that might sound a little weird, but Taurus can be super talented and they can achieve great things as long as they stick to what they are great at. So I think that is a blessing, that if you already know what it is that you're great at, if you already know what your talent is, definitely go get better at it. Or if you don't really know, you're not really sure, next month is the month to try and figure it out. And I also got the 2 of Sky, so it's about choices, making decisions, finding a way. This can be like a crossroads. Here in the 2 of Sky, you can see the dog trying to get out of the tree. But I think this is more of trying to find your way, trying to find what your talent is. I think that November is gonna be a month of you where you're gonna find it out. So now I would like to see a card of challenges to expect. Ah, the Tower. This is a card of change, and it can be rapid change. So there might be something that you don't know. Okay, so there's gonna be some changes. It's gonna be very rapid. It's gonna be uncomfortable. I'm just saying that. I do want to know what kind of. Oh, actually, I also got this one with there as a clarifier card. This is the 8 of Sea, the 8 of Cups. So this is about walking away, and kind of try to not look back. So there are going to be changes that are going to be forced on you. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be your own choice to make this change, but you better roll with it. That's what I got with the 8 of Sea there. I'm not really sure what this change is, since we did get it with the 8 of Sea, which is about emotions and feelings. It can be connected to a relationship with somebody. It can be a friendship. It could be anybody that you are close to or that you consider a loved one. But as you can see here with the 8 of Sea, the little doggy is looking back, almost regretful. But when you look ahead, there's the beach and there's the ocean. So there's more new possibilities for newer relationships. So if this is regarding a relationship that is gonna end, that maybe you're gonna have like a huge fight. This could be for some of you. Some of you might get a huge fight, and it's gonna be like, yeah, it's definitely over. And sometimes you have that, like, you wanna look back at the time when it was all nice and cute and everything, but just move on, go ahead, move on, because there's so much more potential for you out there. So that is what I got for the challenge. And again, it doesn't have to be a relationship. It can be anybody. It can be a family member. It can be a friendship. It could even just be a coworker or a career in general that you have, that you are sort of emotionally tied to. Let's look at Taurus, the focus of the month. What should you focus on? I have the Sea Alpha female. This is the Queen of Cups, and she is all about compassion. She's very emotionally generous. So I feel like even though this loved one, there's gonna be something like, for some of you it might be like cheating energy is sort of what I'm getting here, but it doesn't have to be like a literal cheating. I'm never just saying that your loved one is, or your spouse is cheating on you. That's definitely not what I'm saying here. It might be for some of you, but it's like that kind of energy, right? Where you feel cheated, where you feel betrayed even. And even though something like that could happen next month, I also see that you are still encouraged to be emotionally generous, to share your feelings with loved ones, with people that you trust. I think you're just gonna have to be a little bit more careful with who you trust and who you share your feelings with. But I definitely feel like you are still encouraged to share your emotions. And I also think that since we have the Queen of Cups as your focus of the month, some things that you could actually do is maybe journal a little bit, find a creative way to express yourself. I think that is going to be a great focus for you for the month. So definitely creative self-expression is what I'm getting with the Queen of Cups. Now I just want to get one more message with the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. So let's see, what message can we get? I have Castle. It's time for healing, not a war. And I think that this is a great message to go with the Queen of Cups. It's a time for healing. So maybe this person or whatever is going to happen to you next month, it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be a little painful. But it's time to heal and not start a war. Not kind of, if you get in a fight and somebody says something very hurtful to you, don't say something hurtful back. Know that, you know what, that nasty thing that they said, that's their problem. That's healing on their part that they need to do, and the only thing that you can do is keep it to yourself and start your own healing process. Because yes, even though they said something that hurt you, it still hurt you, and that still means that there is some healing that needs to be done. So Taurus, that is your reading. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know in the comments how this resonated. And if you enjoy pick card readings, definitely subscribe to this channel because I do them all the time. And if you want to book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me, you can do so through the links in the description box below. Now I just want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hi Gemini, welcome to your month ahead reading. For you, I am using the Mermaid Tarot deck. I absolutely love this deck. I have the ring light reflecting in it. So yeah, let's look at your overall energy of the month. What is your overall energy going to be, Gemini, for the month of November? Energy of the month, I have, ooh, you're gonna get it going. We have the Emperor. The Emperor is a go-getter. The Emperor is the leader. So you're gonna get an opportunity next month to show what you're made of. You're gonna get an opportunity to show what a great leader that you are. And I think that you need to really think about what kind of leader do you want to be. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a leader of, like, I don't know, a group. It can be it doesn't have to be like the literal leader of like friend group. It can be that you're gonna get a leadership position at your company or wherever that you work. You can finally start your own small business or business that you've been wanting to start, or you might even be a teacher, because I feel like teachers are sort of like leaders in a way. But anything like that, you're gonna get a chance to shine next month. So definitely look at what kind of leader you want to be, so you can take full advantage of this for the next month. So let's look at what kind of blessings can you expect next month. And I have the Four of Wands. Oh, maybe some of you are gonna move in together with a significant other. This is just a card of stability, of celebrations, of milestones. What is this not focusing? Okay, there you go. Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna be a celebration. It's gonna be a milestone. Again, it could be moving into somebody, moving in with somebody. It could be getting a house together. There's just some sort of stability and some sort of celebration that is gonna happen for you next month. Just a blessing, something to do with the home. So let's look at a challenge. What is gonna be your challenge, Gemini? Let's see your challenge. We have the Three of Swords. Ooh, it's gonna be heartbreak. So there might be something that is gonna, it doesn't have to be like little heartbreak, but it's some sort of pain that you have, I think, have already had, but the challenge is for you this month to try and get over it, because the Three of Swords is a swords suit. So it's mental, it's air energy, it's still kind of in your head. There's something that happened, it's just still stuck in your mind, and you just mentally need to get over it, because the pain kind of is already in the past, but you need to find ways to kind of get over it. And I would like to see a clarifier card of what your best action is. Actually, that is basically the next question for the spread, your focus for the month. So 2 cards flew out. I have the Six of Pentacles. It's about giving and receiving. I have the Six of Pentacles as well as the Fool. So it's about giving and receiving, finding a balance between there, kind of paying back, paying forward, that kind of energy with taking a risk. Because we do have the Six of Pentacles here, I don't think it's like a very calculated risk. But then again, leaders, we have the Emperor as your main energy of the month. Leaders sometimes have to take a risk. So I think you are encouraged to look at what kind of risks you can afford and see how those risks can turn out and work out to be blessings for you. But there is some sort of leap of faith that you are encouraged to take, especially when we have the Six of Pentacles here. It's about giving and receiving, and again finding that balance in there. Some of you might have had like a financial risk, or might have taken a financial risk, and you're finally just trying to balance all of that out. That is what I'm seeing as the focus of the month. So now I want to look at like a self-love kind of message from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. So we have Sword, make the change. So if there is anything regarding your appearance that you wanted to change, think like a haircut, or maybe you want to go shopping for some clothes and kind of change your aesthetic. I definitely get like more of aesthetic changes here of the appearance. Of course, it can be just any changes in your life in general. Since we do have the leadership here, we have the change of mindset, the kind of getting over past hurt, that kind of change. But I do feel with when it comes to this, it's more about your looks, because sometimes we can get a little self-conscious about our looks. And I personally, and if you couldn't tell already, I love changing my appearance, because I change up my hair like every 2 months. So yeah, Gemini, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear how this resonated with you. And if you would like to book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me, you can do so through the links in the description box below. And if you enjoy pick a card readings, you can subscribe to this channel, because I do those all the time. For now, just thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to watch for your sun, moon, and rising sign, and I hope to see you next time. Hi Cancer, welcome to your month ahead tarot reading for the month of November. I almost said October, no, November. I'm using the Mermaid Tarot for you. I absolutely love this deck. Let's look at overall energy of the month for you, Cancer. I have the Seven of Cups. There are going to be a lot of options presented to you, and it's up to you to figure out what options are valid, what options are of actual interest of you, and which ones could you better not take. This could have to do with your relationships, it could have to do with career, it could have to do with anything where you feel like you're gonna have a lot of options. This could be maybe even starting like a new project, a new like a course, or a new like studying, like a school program of some sort, where you're gonna have a lot of options to choose from, and it's up to you to weigh those options and to see what is the best option for you. Because when you look at the Seven of Cups here, you have some really good options that you can choose, or you have like a snake, What else do we have? We have plants that we don't know what it is. We have some glowing substance right in the bottom here. So really try and figure out which options are good, which options are valid, and which you should go for. So let's look at blessings of the month for you, Cancer. What blessings can you expect in the month of November? I have, Judgment. So I definitely feel like that realization for the Seven of Cups is gonna come to you next month, because the Judgment card is a card of realization, of maybe even connecting to the universe, connecting to the divine. I've said this in a couple of previous readings, but by the time this video goes live, I do believe that most of the planets, if not all, that were retrograde for a long or a little time, have now gone direct. So all of that chaotic energy is getting a little bit more organized. So that's a great time to get your head back together, to get your feelings back together, since you're a Cancer, and to really figure out where you are in life and use that more organized energy to get your thoughts together when it comes to your options as well. So sometimes the Judgment card can indicate self-realization when it comes to your life's purpose. It doesn't always have to be that huge. It can just be a self-realization of realizing something with yourself, or kind of connect better spiritually again, if that is something that you haven't really been doing. So those are great blessings for you to happen in the month of November. Now let's look, my throat is going at me. But now let's look at some challenges. Drop the card. The King of Swords. Ooh, so there might be somebody who, okay, so the court cards can indicate like people in your life, and the King of Swords is upright. It's like authority, somebody who speaks the truth, who's very analytical, as well as very diplomatic. When we have it in reverse, this can indicate somebody who abuses the power that they might have over you. So this could be a boss, a leader, somebody at maybe your work. It can even be in your relationships, when somebody tries to have power over you. This can be in your family, in your home, wherever there's going to be somebody with authority over you, or they are pretending like they are acting as if they have authority over you, and it's up to you how you handle that. I do think that since we do have the Judgment card as your blessing, you're gonna be a lot more clear-minded and you're gonna see through this bullshit, but that doesn't mean that you don't have to deal with it. So again, the King of Swords can, when it's reversed, it can indicate manipulation, somebody manipulating you, or this could be that you are so in your own mind, you are so busy with yourself, your own mindset and your own life, that you don't realize that you're kind of detaching from other people, that you're kind of detaching maybe from other people, friends who have their own problems, and that you're maybe sort of, I'm not saying you are being manipulative, but kind of be mindful that you're not, if that makes sense. So now I want to look at your focus of the month. What should you focus on? It's Cancer. What should you focus on? I have the Eight of Swords. Restrictions, limitations, and knowing. I think this is more about picking your battles. There might be some, like, especially when it comes to the King of Swords reversed, if that is a person in your life, pick your battles. Because sometimes we can be really restricted when it comes to, sometimes when you talk to people who are so manipulative, or who abuse their power, or who think they are so much better than you, then you're sort of restricted in the kind of conversation that you have. You can be sort of restricted in the things and limited in the things that you say, and really just pick your battles. If there is somebody maybe at work who's being manipulative, who's being acting like they are better than you, you know what? Let them think that and pick your battles. If it's something that they say that you really want to argue about, definitely do so. But also know that the King of Swords, especially reversed, isn't really keen on changing their perspective and changing their opinion. So instead of trying to argue with them. Just, you know, let them have it, you know. That's the kind of energy that I'm getting here from the Eight of Swords. Of course, the Eight of Swords is also about feeling a little overwhelmed with options. So again, since we do have the Seven of Cups with a lot of options, try and see everyone for what it is and try not to get overwhelmed with it. So that is going to be a focus for you for the month of November. Now I want to look at a message for self-love in the broadest sense with the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. So Cancer, what message do you have? Or what message do you need to hear, I should say? Yep, we have Shark, swim away from the situation. So again, if there's somebody who's being manipulative, you know what, just let them kind of sit in their own filth and literally don't bother. And I know that is sometimes hard, especially with Cancer. You can get very swept up in your own feelings. You can get kind of moody and kind of wanting to argue, but I think it's just best if you don't. That's honestly what I'm getting here. So Cancer, I would love to hear your thoughts on how this resonated with you in the comments down below. If you want to see more pick a card readings, definitely subscribe to this channel because I do them all the time. And if you want to book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me, you can do so through the links in the description box below. For now, thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you next time. Hi Leo, welcome to your month ahead reading. Oh, I am using the Housewives Tarot for your reading. Let's see, I want one card for overall energy of the month of November. And I got the Judgment card. So this can be like, especially with when we look at this deck, right? This looks like literal actual judgment of ourselves. So that could be that we're being a little harsh on ourselves and that we're not really seeing things clearly. We're not really seeing ourselves clearly. So we have this kind of like clouded judgment of ourselves. So that indicates that for the energy of the month ahead, our main thing is gonna be how we see ourselves, how very Leo-like, right? But we need to be sure that we don't have clouded judgment when it comes to ourselves. This goes both ways. It goes in the way that we don't need to see only our negative parts, but also not just think that we're the best and that we're better than others. We kind of need to find that balance. So let's see, what are some blessings? I want one card for blessings to expect in November. I have the Four of Pentacles, protecting what you have. Can we focus? Thank you. The Four of Pentacles is a card of protecting what you have, I think what you need to be careful of is that it doesn't really go into greed, but more in overcoming obstacles, knowing that you have worked hard for what you have and that you are protecting it. And know that you are blessed to even have things that you can protect, because that is a blessing to have things that you want to protect. And the Four in tarot is a card of stability, so that is going to be more stability of your finances, is what I'm seeing as a blessing, which is always great, because I know we Leos can sometimes tend to spend a bit. I feel that I'm calling myself out. So let's see at some challenges of the month ahead. Can I get one card for challenges? The Sun, again, that pessimistic mindset. We had pessimistic mindset with like the judgment of ourselves. So when I see the Sun as a challenge, I want to look at it reverse. So it's more, again, that being too pessimistic and not really seeing what we're having, not really seeing all the possibilities or all the things that we've already worked so hard for. We deserve to see that. And the Sun card in reverse also tells me that it's going to be a challenge to be authentic. There might be some people who you feel like don't really like your authentic self, and honestly, screw them. You're awesome and you need to know who you are and be your authentic self just always. And it's just going to be a challenge to feel like you are successful, and it's going to be a challenge to feel like you're on the right path when I don't see anything in the cards telling me that you're not on the right path. So there's that. Now I want to see what your focus should be for the next month. One card for your focus, please. I have the Five of Swords. Ooh, let's focus on this. I really like the imagery of this deck. And the Five of Swords is a card of tyranny, of bullying, of conflict. I'm gonna see this as conflict. There's a lot going on when it comes to this dress. So again, this deck is really, really interesting. There might be somebody trying to like steal your, like we have the sun as a challenge. There might be somebody literally trying to steal your spotlight. And as Leos, we don't like that. So that it might be something that you need to focus on. I think it's mostly it's to focus on how you handle conflict and how you are in, how do I want to say this, in conversation, in socialization with others. Because the Five Swords can indicate bullying, it can indicate tyranny, it can indicate trying to win at all costs. And I think that that is going to be your focus, that you're staying true to yourself and you're not trying to win at all costs, but that you're also taking other people in account. Now I want to pull a card from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck for general self-love. I have Red, Forgive. I always find the thing like forgiving, I find it very, very bittersweet, because I definitely have people in my life that I will not forgive and that I won't talk to. So I think when it comes to forgiving yourself for feeling any feelings of guilt, any feelings of being that you're not good enough, because you definitely are. And when it comes to forgiving others, do that for yourself. Not everybody deserves to be forgiven. And you might know that, and you might not even be ready to forgive somebody. And that's okay, but know that you can forgive somebody for yourself and also not let them know. So I just wanted to say that because maybe some of you might need to hear that. For now, I want to thank you for watching. I would love to hear in the comments down below how this resonated with you. If you want to book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me, you can do so through the links in the description box below. Don't forget to watch for your sun, moon and rising sign. And if you like pick card readings, definitely subscribe to this channel, because I do them all the time and usually my voice isn't like this weird. I just had like a voice thing today. So thank you so much for watching and hope to see you next time. Hi Virgo, welcome to your month ahead reading. Let's dive right in. Let's see, I want one card for the energy of the month ahead for Virgo. One card. I have, oh, the Page of Cups. I really like this. So what I really like about this card is that you can see here that he is pouring all the water in his cup that he has on other people. So this tells me that you are a very caring person. But the energy for the next month is almost a warning to not empty your own cup totally onto other people, but make sure that you still have some for yourself. Whether it is compassion, love, make sure that you have some of that in the cup for yourself. That is going to be the energy, Virgo, because you are very caring. Virgos are known to be caring and to want to help other people, but make sure that you help yourself as well. So now I want to go over some blessings. Okay, all my cards are falling. What are some blessings for Virgo for the month of November? One card, thank you. I have the Hanged Man. So the blessing is either to take a little break, to take a little pause, or the fact that you are currently like in between relationships, in between jobs. That is a blessing. And it might not sound, it might not feel that way, it might not sound that way, but it is a blessing to kind of be able to take a step back and to look at things the way that they are, because you can learn a lot from that, and it can help you gain a different perspective. Some of you might have previously gone through something wild, because the Hanged Man often can indicate like the calm after the storm. So for some of you might come out of a very chaotic relationship, and this is like your break period. Doesn't mean that it is the end, that nothing new is gonna come, because with the Hanged Man there is still so much potential, but it also is a time of taking a break and surrendering to the way things are right now, which can sometimes be very hard. So let's look at challenges for the month of November. Can I get one card? Challenges for Virgo. Oh, I have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles has everything that he needs. And usually when it comes to obstacles and like challenges, I want to look at it reversed. And one of the keywords that I associate with the King of Pentacles in reverse, somebody who is very stubborn. So you might hear this and laugh at it because you might be very stubborn, but it's kind of funny, but also it's not funny because it's gonna work against you next month. There's gonna be a situation where your stubbornness is gonna work against you. Other keywords are intimidating, so that could be that other people are intimidating towards you. But I do feel when it comes to the King of Pentacles in reverse, that's you. Because the court cards indicate people, and I think this is gonna be you. And you need to be careful to not be this, to not be too stubborn, to not be intimidating towards other people. Kind of really be, how do I want to say this, be aware of how you come across. You might come across very intimidating, but kind of be aware of that. As well as try and not fixate on wealth and status, because there's so much more, and your worth is not... your worth isn't measured by your wealth and your status. Now I would like to see one card for your focus of the month, Virgo. What should you focus on? I have Four of Cups. Again, going with that Hanged Man energy, kind of taking a break. I love to see the Four of Cups as like a meditation, because you are now in a place where you are like comfortable, so you are okay with where you are, but it's not your end goal. You want to go forward, and I think that it's okay to be aware of that and to know that where you are right now is not your end goal. Again, we have the Hanged Man too, and the Four of Cups is definitely that similar energy to me. There are a lot more options for you out there. So you've already drank your 3 cups right now, but there are still cups to come that are even bigger and better, and in this case might even contain more alcohol. I don't know. So, oh wait, let's see. I always wanted to call it quits, but we have the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck, which gives me like great self-love messages. So let's see what self-love message Virgo needs to hear. Spaceship, don't be afraid to sing. Oh, I remember this card. I had this card in another reading too. So this is a card of not being afraid to let people hear your voice, whether it's literal singing or whether it is giving your opinion, but knowing that it's okay to be heard. You have a voice and you deserve to be heard, and that is something that I think you need to hear, which is why you got this card. So Virgo, please let me know in the comments how this resonated with you, and if you want to book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me, you can do so through the links in the description box below. If you like pick a card readings, definitely subscribe to this channel because I do them all the time. For now, just thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hi Libra, and welcome to your zodiac month ahead reading. The battery on my camera died, so I'm now filming on my phone. I'm using the Magical Dogs Tarot deck. Absolutely love this deck. So let's look at overall energy. Can I get one card for overall energy of the month for Libra? I have the Call. This is the card of judgment. I'm trying to have it not reflect. And the call or judgment is in this case, you can see it as a literal call to maybe your destiny, or not necessarily just destiny, okay? I feel like that is so like finding your life's purpose. Like, yeah, in some cases, for some of you, that could be the case. But some of you just need a little push on how to go forward, where to go from here, from this point where you are right now. And I definitely feel like that is the overall energy of the month for you to figure out where to go next, what your next step is going to be. That is going to be the energy. So if you're not really sure where you are right now, if you're feeling kind of stuck, then this definitely tells me that you're gonna go into the right direction. You're gonna know what the right direction is gonna be next month, or you're gonna get closer. So let's look at, can I get one card for the blessings? I have the Three of Sky. That is so interesting. So this usually is, this is the Three of Swords. This usually is like heartbreak, but when you look at this card, you can see that it's like a river or something, like a flow of maybe even rainwater. And we have three dogs here that are separated, and it's some sort of heartbreak, it's some sort of pain. But we have this as our blessing. So if there is any pain that you have recently gotten, like heartbreak or mental anguish and worries or whatever kind of pain that you've been feeling, next month you're gonna start to finally heal from that. You're gonna either get the tools to know how to heal from it, or it's just gonna sort of go naturally. So that's going to be a huge blessing for you, that you're finally going to recover from pain that you maybe even have had hold on to for a long time. Now I would like one card for challenges of the month of November. Can I get one card? My hands are sort of sticking together. So I have the card of Strength. So Strength is usually a card where you're very loyal, you're very dependable, and you're very confident. So when it's in reverse, you have some self-doubts, whether it is on some pain that you've been feeling, whether it is on your next step forward, you've been feeling some self-doubts. And that is going to be the challenge for you next month, to overcome that self-doubt, to know that when, you know, and sometimes it's okay to have like a healthy dose of a little doubt, but it should be in different things and not in you, like as in, am I good enough? Can I do that? There's only one way to find out, and it's by doing it. So I think that the challenge for you next month is to gain more confidence again, to kind of get over your self-doubt and to be confident again. That's going to be your challenge. And some other challenges that can come with the Strength card is being low energy. So maybe even get like your health checked up if you have low energy. Maybe take some like vitamins or something, or go see a doctor if the low energy keeps happening for you. Now I want to get one card for your focus of the month. The focus is the High Priestess. This is definitely one of my favorite cards in the tarot. The High Priestess is about your intuition, your spirituality. So if you are on a spiritual journey yourself, maybe even journal, but if you are in a spiritual journey yourself, definitely try and reconnect with the spirit, reconnect with the universe in whatever kind of way that you believe that you want. And that is going to be a great focus for you, to know how to start healing from pain, to get over your self-doubts, to know what the next step forward is going to be. In order to do all that, you need to listen to your gut, you need to listen to your intuition, and you need to listen to spirit and to know how to communicate. So maybe you do tarot yourself and you would like to do your own tarot readings, or you can book a tarot reading with a reader. You could book one with me if you would like to. The links are always in the description box below. But you can book a reading with whoever you feel comfortable with. So now I want to pull a card from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck for a self-love message that you need to hear right now, Libra. What is it that you need to hear? Gold, you don't need someone else to fix you. I think this is so freaking fitting for Libra. I don't like to curse on my channel because I'm a teacher. I'm like a second grade teacher. I don't want my students to find this possibly and know that I curse. Yeah, you don't need somebody else to fix you. You are, first of all, perfect for who you are. And you, like Libras, I feel like Libra can tend to want to stick to a person and feel like they are whole when they're with the person, but you are a whole, amazing person just as you are. And you, first of all, don't need to be fixed. You are great as you are, but if there are things that you would like to, like a mindset change, or like we talked about the self-doubts, if you want to overcome that, you can do that all by yourself. You don't need anybody else to do that. And I think that some of you might really be needing to hear that. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy pick a card readings, definitely subscribe to this channel because I do them all the time. And I would also love to hear how this reading resonated with you in the comments down below. If you want to book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me, you can do so through the links in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Hi Scorpio, welcome to your month ahead tarot reading for the month of November for you. I'm using the Magical Dogs tarot deck. I absolutely love this deck so much. It can get surprisingly deep, and you're Scorpio, you like shit to be deep. So let's see, I want one card for the overall energy of the month. I have the 10 of Earth. You are going to be very goal oriented. You're going to be very I almost want to say like wealth oriented, but not in like a toxic way. Some of you might finally figure out how to get where you want to go financially. You're going to have some financial, I don't necessarily want to say opportunities, but that, because that's definitely like Ace of Earth energy and not necessarily 10 of Earth, because 10 of Earth or the 10 of Pentacles is your legacy. What do you want to leave behind? What is your what is your legacy, your financial security? You're gonna make steps for long-term success. You're gonna know, you're gonna set some goals, know what your long-term success is gonna look like for you, and you're very much gonna look into the future, or you're gonna get a glimpse of what your future could look like. So now I want one card for blessings for Scorpio. Ooh, I got a card, and it is the Two of Sea. You're okay. We have Two of Sea. This is the Two of Cups. It's relationships. It doesn't have to be a relationship. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It's just somebody who you feel very connected to. Look at how cute these dogs are. They're just together, they're just chilling, they're vibing. You have water, which is, of course, emotions. But there's also quite a bit of earth in this card. And this makes me feel like the next month, the blessing is that you're gonna find somebody, either who you have already built a very deep, healthy, keyword is healthy, foundation with, that you're gonna build on romantically. For some of you, it could also be that just somebody who you have already been very comfortable with, who you have a very solid, healthy foundation with, that your friendship is gonna get better, it's gonna get deeper, it's gonna get more intense. You're gonna trust, you're like the trust levels going up, and all that sort of those sort of things. I think that is a beautiful blessing for you to have in Scorpio. Now I want to look at a card for a challenge. What is going to be your challenge? I have the Four of Earth. You're going to be very protective. The Four of Earth is the Four of Pentacles. So this could be being very protective. And your challenge is to not going to be too greedy. And this could also indicate like your blessing. So if you are currently, like if this is a relationship for you, if this is somebody who you are dating, who you are in a relationship with, don't get too possessive. That is a challenge for you next month, to not, because Scorpio can get obsessive, right? So don't obsess over everything, but know that things will work out. Don't get possessive, because they're a person, they're not your property. And overall, the Four of Earth, when it's an obstacle, when it's a challenge, it is about greed, possessiveness, sometimes even overspending. So even though you've gotten some financial security, don't overspend it. Like you got it, don't overspend it. You are definitely warned about that. So now I want to get one card for your focus of the month. What is your focus going to be, Scorpio, for the month of November? What should you focus on? Seven of Sea. Know that there are so many possibilities and so many options, so much potential for you. You don't have to figure it all out right now. Like what you can see here, right? We have the dog and we have all these options of all these leaves. And some of the options might be very great. Some of them, like this is a snake, that might not be so great. And we even have like a little bone here for the dog. That's so cute. There are so many options, but don't get overwhelmed. But know that you don't have to choose right now. Many options, even though there might not be the same, but there will still be options. There will still be possibilities and potential for you months, days, weeks, years ahead. So don't feel overwhelmed by any choices that you have to make, any options that you have. But really try to focus on what do you want long term. Don't be too like possessive, don't be greedy, and focus on personal healthy relationships. So I want to get pull a card for my Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck for some self-love, because I find self-love very important. So let's see what we have. Lioness, you've earned all your stripes. You have worked so hard. So you can see this in a couple of different ways. You can see this as in she has worked hard. She has now got time to chill. So you have worked hard to be where you are, whether you are already at your 10 of Earth place or you're working towards it. Where you are right now, you've worked very hard to be there, and you should be proud of yourself. You should celebrate it. This can also be that. So these stripes, she has like stripes on her butt, right? Don't we all? I know I do. And those can cause insecurities. Those can cause insecurities, and I think that you should not let those insecurities hold you back, but you should see that, you know what, it's just a part of life. It's a part of growing. We can't all stay the same size as we were when we were 16, 18. I know I'm not. So I think this is just a healthy reminder of that. Our bodies go through changes, and that's okay. It's just part of growing up, and it's healthy, it's natural, and it's totally okay. And again, celebrate where you are right now, because you deserve it and you've worked hard. So Scorpio, I would love to hear how this resonated with you in the comments down below. You can book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me through the links in the description box below. And if you enjoy pick card readings, definitely subscribe to this channel, because I do them all the time. For now, I just want to thank you so much for watching and hope to see you next time. Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your month ahead reading. I am using the Magical Dogs Tarot deck. Absolutely love this deck. So yeah, let's get going. I want one card for the overall energy of the month for you. I have the Seer. Ooh, this is such an interesting card, because this is the Hanged Man or the Hanged One or whoever, but here it is called the Seer, and this is a card of knowing that where you are right now is where you are supposed to be. So the energy of the month is you're gonna have a chill month, you're gonna have a calm month, but for some of you it might be a little unsettling because not much might be happening, or you're kind of in this like in-between zone. You're kind of starting things up maybe, and not a lot is happening. It's like very chill energy if you let it be chill. If you don't let it be chill, you're gonna kind of be uncomfortable. You're gonna be a little uncomfortable with that not a lot is happening, that no changes are happening. You're not really like, I'm not saying that you're not doing anything, but it's just, this is like calm after the storm energy. So it's there has been a storm before. You've been so busy, you've been working so hard, or you might have had a lot of conflicts, a lot of fights. This can indicate like relationship struggles. That is all in the past, and right now you're like in this calm. And again, it can be chill if you let it, or it can be uncomfortable if you're like, wait, why is there no conflicts? Why is there no fights? And you might be itching to start a fight, or to kind of get back into that chaos that you are used to, because maybe you found comfort in that chaos before. But it's okay. I think the energy of the month for you is to start accepting the way things are right now. And what I love about this card is that it is called the Seer. It's not called the Hanged One, it's called the Seer. So it's encouraging you to see things from a different perspective, because you're now in a different place, and it encourages you to see things from a different perspective. And I think that's great. So now let's see, I want one card for your blessings. What is your blessing going to be in the month of November? Okay, so as blessings, I have the Fool, taking a risk, taking a leap of faith, kind of being naive, but it being a good thing, because it's not like too naive, but it's just trying to not see all the things. Like, it's not paranoia. Like, you can see this dog is very chill, so you're definitely encouraged to be like the chill part of the Hanged One, like we just said. So you are just encouraged to be chill, take a leap of faith, kind of go into things a little blind, but not too blind, because we also have the Fire Alpha Female, and this is the Queen of Wands. So this is this encourages you to kind of like be in your own power. I love this. This reminds me of my parents-in-law's dog. They have a Rottweiler, and she's like a gentle giant. She is huge, and when you see her, you might be afraid of her, but she just loves to play. She still thinks that she's like a little lap dog, and she will jump on your lap and you're like, but that is the kind of energy that I'm getting from this card, which is why I went on a little tangent. But like, so when we see this as blessings, it's you're gonna find your confidence again. You're gonna have time, you're gonna have opportunities to work on your confidence, to get your confidence back. You're gonna have some more social opportunities that are gonna turn out to be blessings, and you're gonna maybe even find some more courage that you didn't even know you had before. Now let's see, and I want one card for your challenge. What is your challenge going to be next month? The Empress. As your challenge. So usually the Empress is like beauty, nurturing, compassion, creating. So you might be a little blocked in the creative when it comes to creativity. You're in this like chill period and you don't really know what to do with yourself. So you might be kind of blocking of your creativity, but since we also have the Fire Alpha Female as your blessing, I feel like it's not like a huge block. You kind of just need to get your mindset back and start creating again. Just start trying. Again, the Empress is also a card of healing, so when it's in reverse, you might be kind of like blocked to heal. So you might find it really hard in the beginning to kind of get that chill mindset, what we talked about with the Seer card. But I definitely feel like your challenges aren't going to be too hard next month regarding this. But it requires a mindset shift on your part. So now I want to look at one card for your focus. What should you focus on, like an action thing? I have the, dropping it, Sea Puppy. This is the Page of Cups. This is a card of curiosity. So anything that you are curious about. Again, we also have the Fool as your blessing, taking a leap of faith. Anything that you are curious about, anything maybe creative, because it is cups, it is like creative energy as well. This is the Sea Puppy, or the Page of Cups, is really somebody who's very idealistic. They see the world through rose-colored glasses, and I think you are encouraged to look at things a little bit more in that way, because maybe in the past you've been, again, very chaotic things that you went through, very not really happy things that you went through. And you deserve to see things a little bit more through rose-colored glasses, a little bit more fun and positive. So on that note, let's look at a message for self-love, because I love that. I love incorporating self-love. Princess, you can be your own knight. You don't need anybody else to save you. You might not be in the place where you want to be right now, but that is okay. It's I think part of your process, part of your journey is going to be accepting that and knowing that you can get yourself out. You don't need anybody else. You don't need a knight or whoever to save you. you can be your own knight. And I think that's really powerful. So Sagittarius, thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear in the comments down below how this resonated with you. If you want to book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me, you can do so through the links in the description box below. Also, what do I want to say? Right, I do pick a card readings all the time. So if you like those, definitely subscribe to this channel. And for now, I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading for November. I'm going to be using the Housewives Tarot for your reading. Let's see, can I get one card for your overall energy of the month? What is going to be the overall energy? The Six of Swords. This is like decisive change, knowing what you leave behind. It can be people, it can be thoughts, it can be anything. Like thoughts, swords are like mental, so it's like a mindset, thoughts, something that you are leaving behind. It could be people, like toxic people maybe, that you are leaving behind. You can see this is like almost like a friend group of like toxic women here that she's leaving behind. She's like, okay, I'm out of here. So that is going to be the energy for you. Decisive change. It's leaving behind of things, or just some sort of, I do feel like the Six of Swords is definitely like leaving behind things, mostly mental, maybe some worries that you've been having, that you're just like, okay, you know what, this shit is not serving me, so I'm just gonna walk away from it, and more power to you if you're able to do that. Now I want to get one card for blessings. That was really quick. I have the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very disciplined. They're very strategic. I don't like that word. But they have authority. So I feel like you're leaving behind toxic shit and you're finally taking authority, leadership over your own life. I feel like that is the blessing that's going to be happening for you, Capricorn. You like being the leader anyway. You like being in charge of yourself, of your own life. You like being in charge of other people. And I think you're gonna start with leadership when it comes to your own life. So I think that's gonna be a great blessing. You're gonna finally get, like I said here, leaving behind thoughts. You're gonna get the power over your own mind back. I think that's huge. I think that's so powerful for you for the month of November. And this could be like toxic friendships that kind of took over your brain and that kind of manipulated, messed you up, or it could be some other sort of way that you feel like your brain almost was like taken over by thoughts, by worries, and for the month of November you're like, yeah, no, not doing this anymore, just not doing it anymore. So let's see, what is the challenge for you? What is a challenge for you? Like one challenge. The Lovers. The person that you're leaving behind might be somebody who you are very connected to. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, just somebody who you have a deep commitment to. It can even be like a commitment. It doesn't have to be with a person. It can be a commitment to a belief. There could be some sort of belief, like we have the swords, we have the thoughts. There could be some sort of belief that you've had for a long time that you're finally letting go of for the month of November. And that can be tough, but it's something that you've been very connected to, emotionally, maybe even physically, mostly mentally. And it's going to be very hard for you to let it go. But I think that you definitely are encouraged to take back the power of your own mind. I think that's the biggest overall message that I have for you here. So now I want to get one card for your focus. What should your focus, like your actual action be? We have the Five of Cups. This is like pessimism, like feeling like sorry for yourself. And I feel like you, as hard as it sounds, get over it. And that is going to be your focus. How to get over this grief, this disappointment, this pessimism. You've been very connected to whatever it is that you're leaving behind, that you're changing, that you're taking your own power back. And it's really hard. It's not easy. It's not going to be easy to do. And that is going to be your focus, to figure out a way to get over your disappointment, to get over maybe even like this feeling of failure, even to get over that pessimism. That is going to be your main focus for November, Capricorn. So now let's see. I love this deck, the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. I want a message of self-love for Capricorn. And it is Voyage. You already have all the answers. See, you already know what's in your head. You know that you have the power to be the authority over your own mind, to be the authority over your own life. You already have all the answers. I think that's so powerful, and I love that for you, Capricorn. So I would love to hear in the comments down below how this reading resonated with you. And if you want to book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me, you can do so through the links in the description box below. For now, I just want to thank you so much for watching and I hope to see you next time. Hi Aquarius, this is the reading for you for November. I am using the Housewives Tarot. This deck is weird and quirky and so are you. So there we go, Aquarius. Let's see, one card for overall energy of the month. I have the Hierophant. Ooh, and knowing about Aquarius and being rebellious, we have like the Hierophant is about traditions. It can be marriage, it can be institutions, it can be school, it can be anything to do with that. So that is going to be your energy, your overall energy of the month. Being like, ooh, and I also got the Three of Swords that kind of like popped up with the Hierophant, but I wanted to focus on the Hierophant first, with marriage and for like, it can be like government institutions. And again, knowing Aquarius and being rebellious, it's like distrust in the government, distrust in your school, distrust in marriage, maybe even, as well as we have the Three of Swords. This is like heartbreak. So you're gonna feel so disappointed. You're gonna feel betrayed by, maybe you're married to somebody. You maybe be feeling rejected by somebody who you have, or no, betrayed by somebody who you are married to, by somebody who you have been married to. It can also be distrust or heartbreak, like betrayal by your school. Maybe you feel like your school doesn't have the best interest in mind for you, or it can be distrust and betrayal by the government in whatever way that you feel. And Aquarius, you are like rebels. So I feel like many Aquariuses already have distrust in the government and kind of rebel like against it. So there's that. So let's see. I want one card as like a blessing. Can I get one card for you? Blessing. This card did like a 360. The blessing is change. You're gonna go through a transformation. I also want a clarifier card because just transformation is not clear enough. With this death card comes transformation, change, endings, transition. So there might be a transition, change when it comes to marriage, when it comes to school, when it comes to the government. There's gonna be like a change. Some of you might even, and I don't know why I'm thinking this, some of you might have changed jobs and you're trying to make it all work with like government official paper things and stuff. It could be something like as mundane as that. It could be as mundane as that. But the death card encourages you to move on. And it's like elimination of debris. So literally leaving behind whatever doesn't serve you anymore. But I want to know what is your transformation? Like, what is my question regarding your transformation? What exactly can I expect with transformation? What kind of transformation are we talking? Queen of Pentacles, knowing your worth, leaving behind people who don't know your worth, leaving behind people who make you feel like shit. This could be like a marriage. Maybe there's somebody who you are, or maybe not like necessarily marriage. It can even be like a teacher, somebody who works for the government, who works for a school, who works for an institution. Someone having to do with the institution that doesn't know your worth, or that is treating you badly and you're like, nah, not today, not ever. So you're leaving that behind. You're leaving behind the people who don't know, who don't see your work. So that is what I am seeing here. You also see here, this is like a working parent, somebody who's very devoted, and that is going to be your blessing. There might be some transitions in your career, might be some transitions figuring out how to take care of like your kids. If you have kids, it might be like a very specific message for some of you. or it's going to be a transition regarding your career in balancing like family or your like it doesn't have to be like your family, like you're the parents, or maybe just people who you live with. That's going to be different. So now I want one card for your challenge. What kind of challenge, Aquarius? I have the Nine of Wands. It's going to be a challenge to keep going on, to keep going strong. That's going to be your challenge to to not quit, but to move on and to keep being determined and to keep setting healthy boundaries with people who are having a tough time respecting your boundaries. But I have once heard the saying that if people challenge your boundaries, that is exactly the reason why you need to have those boundaries in place. And I absolutely love that saying. So now I want to get a card for self-love message with the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. Absolutely love this deck. So what self-love message do we have for you, Aquarius? Let's see. I have thrown. Your potential is endless. Let that sink in. We literally have a throne here of, we have a witch, a mermaid, and a princess, because those are the three figures in this deck. We have all of those, and they have endless potential. You can be whoever you want to be. You can get wherever you want to get, as long as you stay determined, you keep going on. Oh, I didn't even do like the last card in your spread, the main focus of your month. So let's see what like action thing can you do. What like action thing, English, right? It's like almost like 9:30 p.m. So one card, please, your focus for the month. I have the Knight of Cups, and I also really wanted to pull this card. We have the Knight of Cups and the Lover's card. Make time for those that you love. Make time for people who you feel connected to. Make time for your loved ones, whether that is family. Make time for your friends. Make time for romantic relationship. Make time for I don't know, dating if you are single, or even if you're not single, if you are in a relationship. Take some time to go on dates again if you've been in a long-term relationship. That's going to be healthy, but to focus on your deep commitments or people who you are committed to. The Knight of Cups is like this very like Prince Charming person, and the other message that comes with the Knight of Cups when it comes to your focus is know who is like wanting to be in your life because they actually care about you, and who just wants to take advantage of you. I think that is a message that you might need to hear. And to also know, again, your potential is endless. So if that particular person, if the relationship with this person doesn't work out, there's so much more potential for you. There are so many other people for you out there. So again, I feel like that's just a message that some of you need to hear. For now, I would love to hear how this reading resonated with you. Please let me know in the comments down below. And if you want to book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me, you can do so through the links in the description box below. If you like pick card readings, definitely subscribe to this channel because I do them all the time. For now, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Hi Pisces, welcome to your November month ahead reading. I am using the Mermaid Tarot for your reading. I absolutely love this deck. So let's see, can I get one card for your overall energy of the month of November for Pisces? Ace of Wands, awesome. I got this for another pile too, for another sign. I don't remember which one, but it's like this month is going to be filled with go-getter energy. If you, oh, I remember it was for Taurus, because I said that they needed to have this fire under their ass because they tend to be a little lazy. And for you, Pisces, not that you necessarily tend to be lazy, but you tend to be like a little wishy-washy and like, I don't really know. But no, you're gonna get this inspiration. You're gonna do the things that you want to do. and you're gonna push through, and that is gonna be the main energy of the month. That is gonna be encouraging you to move forward. As you can see here, there's only one way forward. It's to literally go forward, take the wand of inspiration, and to go for it. So that is definitely what you are encouraged to do, Pisces. So let's see, what is your blessing? Can I get one card for blessings of the month of November for Pisces? I have the Seven of Swords. You're gonna find out what people in your life you can trust and which ones you can't, because you are gonna have this like fire energy, and you're gonna see who is jealous of you for this, who wants to take advantage of you. You're gonna see who is not happy for you, because what you see here, I think this image is so interesting. So let me show you. These are like mermaids, mer people, and they have found this box of swords and they don't know what to do with it. They've never seen this in their lives. They don't know if this was like accidentally washed up here, or if somebody left it here on purpose so that they would hurt themselves with the swords and use them as weapons, even though they don't know what they are. So it's that kind of energy of like knowing who to trust and knowing what people don't have your best interest in mind, I think. And that's like a harsh blessing. Like on one hand, that's like a harsh blessing because it's not easy. But on the other hand, you know what? You're gonna be so much better for it. You're gonna leave the month of November with people in your life who you know can trust you, who have your best interest in mind, who can be happy for you instead of be jealous of you. So let's see, can I get one card for challenge? Oh, my dog is gonna be joining us, if you can hear him. Let's see, one card for challenge for Pisces. Five of Cups. You're gonna mourn the loss of these friends. You're gonna feel very, like you're gonna be in your feelings in the month of November. Oh, come here then, come here. Okay, my dog has joined me. You are the only sign, Pisces, where my dog joined us. So hope you're happy. But again, the Five of Cups is a card of being pessimistic, being all in your feelings. You can see here, there's this loss here, and it's not that they don't have anything to be sad about. They definitely do have, but they what they should do is focus on what they still have and what else is out there for them. And that is definitely what you are encouraged to do when it comes to your challenges as well. So let's see, now I want to just, oh, sorry, no, just dropping my cards on my dog. I did this in the previous reading too. Maybe you shouldn't be in my lap when I shuffle cards. Anyway, one card for your focus for the month of November for Pisces. We have the Nine of Cups. I think this is such a beautiful card. Look at this. The Nine of Cups is a card of contentment. You've accomplished so much, and there's a reason that your overall energy is going to be the Ace of Wands. You have earned this like inspiration. You are gonna go places, and your main focus of the month is just gonna be knowing that you have already gotten so far. Celebrate your accomplishments. Be okay with being happy where you are. That's maybe sounds a little bit strange, but I really felt like I wanted to say that. Be okay with being happy with where you are, because sometimes we can feel like we constantly are working towards things, we are constantly working towards goals, and well, what have we done it? What have we have accomplished what we wanted to accomplish? And then what? Be okay with being happy about that instead of keep finding a new goal to reach. And even if you haven't reached all your goals yet, it is still okay to be happy with where you are right now. So let's see. I love this. This is the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. This is gonna give us a little message of self-love. So let's see, what message of self-love do you have for Pisces? I have stars. You can manifest your every wish. Oh, this is so pretty. So if you are into manifestation, you are encouraged to do that for the month of November. My dog is drinking. You can manifest your every wish. So what we already said, or what I already said with the Nine of Cups, be okay with where you are right now. It's okay to still have goals, to still try to manifest wishes, your every wish. So Pisces, I would love to hear how this resonated in the comments down below. If you want to book a personal one-on-one tarot reading with me, you can do so through the links in the description box below. If you like pick card readings, definitely subscribe to this channel because I do them all the time. And for now, I just want to thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time.